Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bigfoot and Coffee. I am your host today, Charles Mills. It is November 9th, 2025. We have a great show for you today. A lot to talk about. Let's get the show on the road. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host today, Charles Mills. A lot to talk about. Good morning, Floyd Randall, Soundwave, Dello, Godzilla. I'm glad you're here. Because I need to ask you something about the cameras, because they're on, and for some reason, they're not working. I don't understand. The data plans were repaid, but for some reason, they're not working. I don't know. We need to figure that out. If you could give me a call this evening and we can figure that out, that would be great, so we can get all these cameras up and running, especially the one at Old Man Whistler's. With what happened yesterday, I took a doe out of Old Man Whistler's yesterday. It was, pretty good. I gave you guys a lot of updates yesterday as it was going on. I did 2 updates, and for some reason, one didn't upload. I don't know why. I got to figure that out. There's something going on, and I don't know what that is either. So I'm going to get that taken care of, so we can get that back up and running for you. But really, really, really exciting time right now. I was messing with their food source, okay? And I believe that it's going to get a reaction, okay? And yes, I have a cough drop in. It's that time of year. You guys know me. So I want to get that hunt done today, the follow-up hunt, all right? But it's raining here, and it's supposed to rain all day. And we're supposed to get some pretty bad weather up here in Northeast Ohio for the next couple days. I'm not really looking forward to that, but I'm hoping that that rain holds off long enough that we can get it done. Did that camera thing ever work, Dillo? Yes, it did work. Dillo was on it, and so was Soundwave. It did work at one time, so we got to figure it out. What's going on with those? I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been extremely, extremely busy, trying to get things done. A lot of you know that just getting over the stomach flu myself. Oh, Dillo, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. You know? Oh, man. Yeah. Soundwave says, Dillo, did that camera ever work? Yes. Godzilla was on it and could hear me back and forth and everything, and could communicate with me. I could communicate with him through the camera. So it's a pretty exciting thing. And Dillo was able to do it too. So it does work. We just got to figure out what's going on and why it's not working now. But it did. Okay. So it's still telling me something about the data plans. They refunded the money. I went ahead and repurchased the data plans. I don't know what's up. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. I tried to get them set up yesterday, and they're not working. So I don't know. I don't know if it takes 24 hours for my card to go through or what the case may be. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Okay, and get that done. So A lot of you seen my update last night. I missed a giant, the biggest deer that I've ever seen in person. Uh, totally missed. I have it on film. We're gonna get that up and running for you. I really wasn't supposed to be trophy hunting over there. I wasn't trophy hunting over there. Okay, I wasn't. I was just there, just to kill a doe. Uh, but that giant stepped out. Didn't even know he was there. Never have any pictures of him. And I have cameras all over Old Man Whistler. There's some really nice bucks over there, but this particular buck never. Uh, I've never had him on camera. I don't know if he came from another property because of rut, or if he was just that elusive. Hold on, let me check, make sure. I think somebody sent us a picture. Tack sent us a picture. Holy moly. Oh, Lord. That's all the snow over at Tax. It's a lot. It's a lot of snow. There's Dillo recovering from his stomach flu, guys. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather myself today. I've been pushing myself pretty hard lately. Like extremely hard, like harder than I should be pushing myself. Trying to get everything going and just, it's been pretty crazy. Hey, keep up the good work. Gotta go. Love you all. Hey, Lickin' Breeze, what's up? Donated $20. Big OD hug to you, Lickin' Breeze. Guys. All right. Thank you. That's greatly appreciated. Really need that. Like I said, I've told you revenue's way down, man, here at this channel. Partly because I haven't, been out hunting. I've been out trying to find a new place to live. A lot going on here behind the scenes at Outdoor University. And just it's been pretty crazy over here. But I leave all my problems at the foot of the cross, so we'll let the good Lord take care of that. And speaking of that, let's get the morning prayer rolling. Dear Father God, I thank you. I thank you that you allowed me to wake today. I thank you for all these people, the camaraderie that this channel brings, the love and affection that's behind this channel. Lord, I ask that you help us in our research for a large North American primate. Lord, I ask that you protect me, guide me, and our followers as we go through our day. Lord, I leave all my problems at the foot of the cross, and I ask that you deal with them. Worrying adds nothing to our lives. The Bible says, do not worry, for he feeds the birds of the air, and he will feed you. Lord, I take your word for it. I believe what the book says. And with that, I ask in the name of Jesus. Amen. All right, guys. What do we got here? Good morning. Morning. Looks like you got more snow than I did last night. Yeah, there's supposed to be a lot of snow going around, It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What's wrong with Les? Thank you, Breeze. What's wrong, Les? Les said something I didn't see. Huh. I didn't see that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I hope everything's okay, Les. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Les. That's what Floyd Randall says. Am I missing something? But anyways, yesterday I believe was, a success. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. And I'm hoping that it aggravated them enough that they're going to start trying to get me out of there like they used to. we need to start spending more time in there. Here's the problem, guys, is I'm in a very difficult spot right now with my place to live. You guys know that, you know, um, I get really worried about that kind of stuff. All right. Um, a lot going on behind the scenes. It's, you know, I know it's not your guys' problem, it's my problem, you know, but I've sunk a lot of money, you know, in over here, you know, in these studios and everything else, and for everything to just be threatened like that, um, I don't feel that it's right. But um, we're working on it. We're trying to figure it out, you know. Uh, so I'm not going to get worried about it because worrying adds nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a difference between worry and concern, you know. Uh, so I'm concerned about it, and I'm going to try to get it solved. Wow, they said that we might get more tonight, hopefully. Wow, I hope not, you know. I, I hope not. So, just to let you know that, you know, this will be a short one because I have to get into church today. I am going to show my face in God's house today. Um, I just feel that I've been, you know, slipping further and further away from the Lord with all these worries that I have going on in my life. Um, and I need to nip it in the bud very quickly, you know, and get back to where I need to be um, in my Christian lifestyle and my Christian belief. Uh, so, but like I said, we're going to try to get a hunt in today if this weather holds out. It's raining here right now. Dello, is it raining over there by you? Because it's raining here, and it's raining good. It's not snowing, it's raining. And we're supposed to get rain all day. And I'm hoping that there's a little break. I looked at the radar and I see a little break, and I think there might be around 3 o'clock, you know, a time that we can get in. I'm hoping. You just moved into that house. I know, Soundwave. I know. Yeah, I know. You know, a lot of times, you know, let me just say something. You know, everybody in this world always, you know, is moving too fast, worried about them. Okay, you know, um, take some time out, man. Care about somebody. Okay, do something that takes you out of your comfort zone and puts somebody else in their comfort zone and see what happens. Okay, I bet God recognizes that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know Jeepers just started. I got to get into church today, you know, but I mean, we got time. We got time. We got time. You know, a little bit of time. So, um, we'll probably wind up doing a Sunday night update with a lot of stuff that's been going on here behind the scenes at Outdoor University. I want to try to get the sounds up for you, the part 2 of the Geosite Lady sounds. And if you don't remember part 1, let me show you. Now, if you guys remember that, that was actually taken by the geosite lady. I gave her a recorder because she said that there was a lot of vocalizations going on, and I wanted her to get some on tape, so she did, and that's what she caught. More than that, there's going to be three parts to this. Okay, and I know Soundwave's been all over me about it, and oh, gee whiz, a year later, here it comes, Geo Lady Part 2, but wait, there's more. You have to wait. No, you don't have to wait. I'm going to get it up. Yeah, Soundwave's been all over me about it. You guys know that. So we're going to get it up and get it, rolling for you, okay? Let's know it says I'm back. Damn internet. But sounds are awesome. Yeah, those are some pretty interesting stuff there. So I want to get those up and rolling. Soundwave's been all over me about it. It's just there's a lot going on everywhere to get all this stuff done. Get everything done here, get everything done there. Trying to be a good person and get all this stuff up and rolling for the channel, trying to make sure that I have a place to live, trying to make sure that I have money, trying to make sure that other people are okay, and just everything. It's just been a lot on my plate. Heard you've been getting earthquakes out your way less. Yeah, that's crazy. Have you? I haven't heard anything about that. Truly, haven't heard nothing. So I don't know. Awesome. What have you been getting? I'm just reading some of this stuff. But, needless to say, I want to get back to Old Man Whistler's today. And I mean, it's raining pretty good, here. And if you guys look at Northeast Ohio's weather right now, it's supposed to rain for a while. But it did look like there was a break around 3 o'clock. All right. And I would love to get right around 3 o'clock, get out there, boom. I mean, even if it's for a half hour and then we get rained out, whatever. We were still out there. We, we're still showing our presence, still irritating them. And, that's my goal out there, because I believe that if you irritate them enough, they're going to show their face and get you out of there. We've had great success and great results with that. That says not in my area yet. Cool. Always scrappy this time of year here, though. That's what Dillo says. Yeah, it is, Dillo, but, that's part of, being Ohioan, It is what it is. Sorry, guys. I got a little heartburn this morning. But anyways, I am drinking B-Mott this morning. Aldi's coffee. Not too bad. Drop a comment. Let Outdoor University know what you guys are drinking, because pretty much guarantee, So, let us know. Let me and Outdoor University know, in the comments what you are drinking and what is your go-to coffee. You know what I'm saying? That would be awesome. So, let's see what else we got. But yeah, we'll get the second part of the sounds up. And Folger's Classic Roast. There you go. That's what Godzilla's drinking. All right. And we're also going to... I'm not sure yet. I got to blow it up and really get it into a program. But there's one picture that we caught on trail cam from Old Man Whistler's that I think there's something in the background with. I'm not too sure if it's, anything important. All right? But I'm going to try, to do a little bit more investigating before I bring it to you. Floyd Randall's drinking Dunkin' Donuts. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yep. Floyd, tell Chris I said hi. That's from Godzilla. Water and Pedialyte for Dillo. Yeah, you got to get, you know, your electrolytes in your Dillo, you know. Heck, I'm about a 100 or so miles north of Arkansas. Okay. All right. Uh, Poor guy. LOL. Yeah, Dello, man. I, I pray for healing over you, brother. I really, I really, 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 really do. You know what I'm saying? I hope you feel better. Uh, what else we got here? It's almost 9. We got to get to church. Good morning, everyone. Muzzleloader opened here yesterday. Got a good 8-pointer. Nice. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. You know, and dude, by the way, man, you know, it's deer season, guys. Turkey season, and it's coming up here and everything else. Listen, man, get out there. Um, get over to David Leonard's site. This guy makes some of the world's best game calls, man. You know, I called that big buck in with my David Leonard game call, and I mean it was awesome, awesome. He responded to it perfectly. The tones are great. Everything is just amazing. All right, so get on over there, David Leonard on Facebook. Look it up. All right, and check out some of the new stuff that he's got going on. All right, so we talked about that. We talked about we're trying to get that done. Godzilla, call me later, man, so we can get these cameras up and running. I did everything. I did step by step. I did the same thing I did the first time, you know? So I don't know what the heck's going on. I just paid the bill yesterday, and I installed them. Well, I installed one. One is at Old Man Whistler's, and then tomorrow, I'm going to go put the second one up over at the Geo. All right, and we didn't. The other two, we haven't paid the bill on that one yet because we don't have the money for another $160 for a year data plan. Okay, because you got to buy the data plan with them. You know what I'm saying? So nice. I believe the rut hasn't started here in Tennessee yet. No, it started here on the 7th. You know, down in Tennessee, you're more like around the 14th, 15th. You know, charge snow cam 2 today. Okay, change snow cam 2 today. All right, I see the battery is dead. Okay, in snow cam 2. Okay, I will. It should. It's on solar. I don't know what. I think SnowCam 2. I don't know if it's SnowCam 2 or SnowCam 1 I got out there. I got to label them. Okay? I got to find out which one's which and then just put a little number on them so I know. Because there's nothing on, the cameras that tell you the difference. You know what I'm saying? Except some real fine little numbers. It's like an 8-digit number or something. You know what I'm saying? All right? So anyways, with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here, get ready, jump in the shower. We're going to church today, okay? I need to spend some time, with my Creator, and I need to get right. Because if I'm not right, nobody's right. You have one out there. Yes, one is out there. One is at Old Man Whistler's right now. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. And it's on. That's what I don't understand. So, I got to figure it out. Okay. As soon as I get out of church, I'm gonna get on that and try to get that figured out. Hoping that I can get over there during the break, and we can try to figure it out live together when we do a live today. All right. If we can get out, I mean, I'm not ruining, cameras in the rain. I'm just not going to do that. We can't afford it, especially right now at this point in time with what's going on with me. So anyways, take a kid fishing. All right. Yeah. Call me later, this evening. Okay. Or around 3 or 4. and we'll try to, get it, figured out, if I'm not live. All right. Listen, take a kid fishing. Okay. By doing so, you're investing in your own future, man. Okay. Listen, the youth of this country is the future, man. You understand? Truly, you know. Think of that. The freedoms you have are because we're veteran, man. Seriously, you know. Come to us, Bigfoot. We won't hurt you, Dillo says. You just won't let it go, will you, Dillo? That got under Dillo's skin, man. He's still pissed. You know? I mean, he's still salty, man. I am too. I'm not going to lie about it. But, it is what it is. So, anyways, listen, guys. If we take it in the woods or the water, leave with it. Nobody likes a litter bug. Okay? It's just that simple. 216-632-9385 is my personal phone number. Okay? Call me. Depression is real. Let's talk about it. Okay? I'm here. Swear to God. You call that number, this phone rings. Right here. Alright? It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, I'm Charles Mills with Outdoor University, okay? And I want you to know that I love every single one of you guys, okay? And I will see all of you in the great outdoors. Later, guys.